reminder to choose yourself. Why? Because your life literally depends on it. So when we spiritually evolve, we begin to realize that the world is just reflecting back to us how we feel about ourselves, our beliefs, how we treat ourselves, and how we talk to ourselves. And so every time we don't choose ourselves, we create these experiences in the physical world that reflect that back to us. And then we get upset by the reflection, but in reality, it's just showing us what we've already been doing to ourselves. So for example, if you have a chronic pattern of romantic partners not showing up in your life, where in your own consciousness are you not showing up for yourself? Because we all love to blame the outer world, but unfortunately that keeps us a victim. It keeps us powerless. It makes us believe that we don't have control over our circumstances. And this is not the truth. Again, we don't understand this until we spiritually evolve, and we recognize that because we are living in this vibrational world and because we are vibrational beings, nothing is actually personal, but it is vibrational. And so what I am doing inside of my own consciousness, my mind, my emotions, my spirit, what I'm doing inside of myself, how I'm treating myself, is going to be reflected in my physical experiences. So if I'm not choosing myself, if I'm not choosing myself in my friendships, if I'm not choosing myself in my romantic relationships, if I'm not choosing myself in my career, guess what? I'm not going to be fulfilled in those areas, because what's going to be reflected back to me is me not choosing myself. If you want someone to choose you, you have to choose yourself. If you want your boss to respect you and deliver a higher pay, you have to be willing to choose yourself and respect yourself. And one of the ways that we as humans don't choose ourselves is when we accept something that is less than what we deserve. And the reason why we do this is because we are impatient, right? If we have wounds, and I talked about this in the last video, if we have wounds and we have gaps within us that we have not filled up ourselves, we become more susceptible to situations that are going to breadcrumb or are not going to deliver what it is that we fully want. And so when we can fill ourselves up, meaning we can choose ourselves, we are no longer going to accept less than we deserve. And we're only going to allow things in that are a match to our core values. So when you choose yourself, what you're saying to the universe is that you are worthy. And that echoes back to you. But when you settle for less than you deserve, when you talk to yourself poorly, when you treat yourself poorly, when you allow others to treat you poorly, that echoes back to you as well. And so remember, in this vibrational experience, you are the point of power. And so you want to begin to ask yourself, what areas of my life have I not been showing up for myself? And have I had that reflected back in my physical reality? And then lastly, how can I now begin to choose myself? This is, of course, a topic on self-love. So if you're at this point on your journey, I highly recommend the Become a Love Magnet self-love course. The information for that will be in the description box down below. In addition, I do have 3-week and 6-week coaching if this is something that you're interested in and if you're wanting to further advance on your journeys. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Go down below, subscribe, hit the bell to get my notifications, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.